What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you for joining us out there in the Super Cool Nerd Nation for another week of nerds, news, and a big announcement. Oh boy!
I'm so excited. Jason.
Gonna get to that in a second. I gotta let it marinate for a little bit.
Oh yeah, let's do.
I'm just publishing something real quick here.
Oh.
Where are you publishing?
No need to worry about all that. Just another place that maybe you could watch the show. But we'll get to that. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. My name is Jason the X. I don't do this show by myself. Over there's my drinking buddy, Rick.
You know what? This weekend is the 4th of July. Party like it's 1776, y'all. Let's get our patriotism on. I saw a shirt that said, "I'm not drunk. I'm patriotic." And you know what? Hell yeah.
He's brought like reading material on the show and behind the board, making everything sound good, look good, and also watcher of my cats. It's Cora.
Hello.
Oh, and the dog too. I have a dog too.
Yes.
But
the cats and the dog were
Yes.
both watched, and the one cat tried to eat my hand.
yeah, that's Rizzo.
Yeah, Rizzo tried to eat my hand. Eli just wanted attention, and they both tried to get in the garbage.
Sounds about right. Yes, I was on vacation to Galveston Island with my family. It was a nice. I don't like this chair. A nice change of pace with the way the year has been, but it was nice to get out of town with my family.
You look like you got a nice little tan going.
Oh, I did. Oh boy. No, my main thing was protecting my family because my wife and daughter are very,
Fair skin.
They
very,
look like
very.
me.
Yeah. So I bought a tent to put on the beach.
I saw.
had them coated in friggin' sunscreen, but it was a good time. Went to Galveston Island.
I can borrow that tent. I'm supposed to go to the beach with a friend.
Oh, you totally can borrow that tent.
Oh, hell yeah.
But the main thing, let's just go ahead and get to the big announcement. Now, we were off last week, one, because the studio is now fully solar powered, which is awesome. Encore can suck it.
Screw your account.
And two, I got something done that we once had, and wow, what did you do? Something done that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and actually I was doing a disservice to viewers and people that are fans of this program, but we now have a website.
Woohoo!
Yeah, buddy.
It's small and broken, but still good.
It's
Still
live.
good.
That's all that matters.
To-
We are live.
To
on
quote
the
Stitch.
internet.
So yes, supercoolnerdshow.com is the place where you can find us. We'll be writing some stories over there, posting things. All this is just so I can get into San Diego Comic-Con to tell you the absolute truth. But it is nice to actually write some stories today because I actually pulled a story that I wrote that I'm going to have on the show.
Hell yeah.
It's nice. So yeah,
I
expect...
used to do newspaper back when I was in high school, so this is going to be kind of me dusting up my old journalism skills.
And with the amount of movies that you watch, and you have your own camera and sound gear.
Yeah.
This is movie review time, and anybody out there that wants to get us access in early to premieres and everything, we got you covered.
You know, let me
Send us
I might
an
have
email.
some contacts now at the best movie theater in DFW called Galaxy.
Ooh, that's a strong statement. We'll have to check that out.
Ooh,
They
Thor
have-
did not like that one.
Well, I haven't heard
The
of
Lord did not like that lie.
I mean, they do have the most technologically advanced movie theater in the state of Texas, in the U.S. with a Sony
I'm actually going to-
laser 4K.
I am actually going to sample that when I actually return to the movies because it is time for me to see Black Widow.
Yes, I will get you a ticket. I got you.
Oh,
I got you.
please. It's been, 15 months that I was supposed to see this movie?
It's been 12 years.
Good Lord.
12 years
So,
in Azkaban.
I would love to have my first review be Black Widow. But yes, please go over to our website, supercoolnerdshow.com. It is being worked on right now. You might see an unsecure because I don't have the SSL certificate in there just yet. I'm working on it.
Or you'll see some things with Latin words. Don't say those out loud. We don't want
That's basically filler content that I needed to have in
Yeah,
there.
don't
Also,
say those words out loud because you never know what might appear.
also got a lot of help with the website. I do want to, in case anybody wants to get a website built, and it's not paid advertising so much. I'll get to that by the end of the show, but after I find the information. But to help me learn things, I had some assistance. So yeah, and if you're looking for a website to get made, I'll have somebody that might be able to help you out. But anyway, I'm sorry, I've been talking up the storm about our new website. I'm very proud of this.
I mean, we've been waiting to do a website for at least 3 years.
That's one reason why we were off. Well, last week because we didn't have power here.
Before that was...
The week before that was like laying the groundwork for this crap because the groundwork had been laid, but nothing had been done. So essentially, I had to bring somebody in to fix something that not me, had screwed up and had to fix it. So,
What was that like?
it's nice when I'm not the one that had. But see, I figure out how to fix my own mistakes most of the time. Some of the time.
Most of the time.
Like 70%. 75.
That's still a good track record.
Bourbon helps.
Bourbon does help. But anyway, y'all know how we start this thing off. Let's kick it off with some super cool nerd news. And our first story this week does come from supercoolnerdshow.com. Now, this broke today, and look, we've been through this. I don't know how many times I've actually done stories like this on the show, but surprise, surprise, Lego spoiled something in the MCU with a set that's coming out. Now, I subscribe to Lego News because I like building Legos and drinking. That's my thing. I need to stream that on Twitch. But Spider-Man Far From Home will be releasing in December of 2021. However, in October, you'll be able to get a brand new Lego set starring Peter Parker, MJ, Doctor Strange, and Wong, fighting in the Sanctum workshop, supposedly, of some strange creature, which also confirms that Doctor Strange is in Spider-Man Far From Home. I know, and I put, we all knew that. No, you didn't. You don't know anything until it's confirmed. Shut up. But the internet community was a little taken aback because it depicted Peter with a new costume. It's got black sleeves, a gold spider on it. It is different from his Far From Home suit that he was wearing. It actually looks more reminiscent of his Iron Spider suit. Is Peter Parker going back to a more technologically advanced suit? Kind of makes sense with the loss of his mentor, Tony Stark, for him to maybe get some nanotechnology in there and those long spidery legs that go like that. Get the instant kill mode back.
Okay. Jason, can you do that again?
What? Why? Wait, I fell for that. Yes.
It's going to be my ringtone.
Yes, you too can have a ringtone. Anyway, the costume looks different. I like it. But the thing is, everyone that's upset about it, guys, he's got a new costume every movie that he's been in.
Yeah, that's not a big spoiler.
Yeah. So, I'm not upset about this at all. I don't see why other people are upset about it. I think actually it looks different. Spider-Man in the comics has historically had different costumes. How do I know this? Because I have a shelf full of Marvel Legends figures over there. Literally a shelf of Spider-Man figures over there, all in different costumes. So guys, it's just another suit. Man can change his clothes. Every Marvel character in the MCU.
Yeah, almost every Marvel character in every Marvel movie has had a different costume.
Or just even slightly different, just like
might be different, the colors might be darker,
yeah.
lighter. Like it changes every single movie. They want to make it better and just ever so different, so it's not just we're just gonna reuse the same thing.
So yeah, I'm not upset about it. I feel great about this, and also this Lego set will cost you about $39. I'm going to get that because I want to build it. I like Lego sets. So yeah.
Hey Jason, we sell Legos at NFM, and guess what? I get discounts.
Yeah, but I'd have to go all the way out to north.
That means I can buy it.
I'm gonna have to like pick up in store and have Rick picking up my stuff and bringing it here. I got Target right across the street, man. I'll just go over there and grab a Lego set and build.
$10?
I mean, $10 in gas. That's what.
I got you.
Look, I'll be going out there to get some bookcases here soon because I have more books and stuff. We're redoing our living room, so yeah, y'all.
Books.
No, I'm not allowed to put. I'm not allowed to put toys out there. This is the only room I'm allowed to put toys. I mean, what am I? I choose to put them in this room. I'm not allowed in. It's my house, damn it.
So guys, thank you so much for joining us on the last show that Jason is alive.
She can't watch the show. She's at work right now. so I feel safe.
Right. What you got for us, Rick?
It's happy news. I'm so excited because they just had a baby not too long ago, and now the one and only the man, Becky Lynch, and her man, Seth Rollins, have finally gotten married.
Hey!
I'm so happy for them. Honestly, when they said they were engaged, like, what was it, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago? I was like, whoa, that was out of nowhere. That's awesome. Becky Lynch, of course, is one of the all-time greatest women's champions. She was a Becky 2 belt stuff for a while. First woman to headline WrestleMania along with Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey, and of course Seth Rollins started off with the Shield and Roman Reigns and John Moxley, because I'm not going to talk about his other name because he's no longer that person. They're both really successful in the WWE, and he posted on Instagram that he put a picture of him and Becky and put seems like a fine day to finally get married. So congratulations to Seth Rollins and to the man Becky Lynch, which we're also anxiously awaiting her return to the WWE, which I'm guessing SummerSlam.
Becky Lynch has like a list of badass things I need to do before I die. Like, okay, WWE champion, 2 belts, need to birth kid, become supermom, race first doctor. Like her child is just gonna like do great things. I figure, like, because Scottish mommy is gonna be like pushing her, to like get your doctorate, things like that. I'm out here winning championships. You're gonna get a doctorate or something like that. Like her life was measured by her miles. But anyway, congratulations to the happy couple, though. I'm happy for them.
So speaking of possibly SummerSlam, a small tidbit here that just kind of popped in my head. They're holding SummerSlam on a Saturday in Vegas, the same day as a Pacquiao fight. Ooh. And they're supposed to end the show with enough time for the fans to go from that stadium to, I think it's the MGM Grand where the fight's going to take place.
Oh, Vince.
So
how the mighty have fallen.
It's like an all hands on deck, this and that, but I mean, they're releasing superstars left and right now.
41 in 2021 so far.
Good. Wow, they've had 41 wrestlers on.
In what world do you release Braun Strowman? I don't get it.
Or Aleister Black, who you were pushing. You did a whole thing of vignettes.
We could
come out and Tech BE, and then you're like, oh, never mind, it's good.
How terrible WWE is doing their people right now is like a whole other show. So we'll stop there.
Yeah.
But no, congratulations to the happy couple. Back to that. Good things. Happy for the two of them. But Cora.
What you got?
She just like that we both called her name. Look at how she's like.
I'm really excited about this story. Okay, so it's no big secret. I'm very excited about the upcoming film Belle, also known as The Dragon and the Freckled Princess. It is a film by Hosoda, who is also the director of such wonderful works as Summer Wars, Mirai, The Boy and the Beast, and The Girl Who Leapt Through Time. All fantastically beautiful films, and if you've seen those films, you know exactly visually what you're getting in for. And with Belle, it is no exception. And what makes it great, and why we are talking about it again today, on July 16th is when it's going to be released in Japan, and this will be Hosoda's first IMAX release.
Oh, wow.
So this movie will be available in IMAX. I don't know IMAX 3D, but IMAX for sure. And I mean, already just looking at that one shot, you can already tell that it's going to be amazing. The US will get it sometime in the winter. We don't have a specific date for it yet, but we will be waiting with bated breath for that because it just looks beautiful. If you have not, please go watch the trailer for this movie. It's so beautiful. It's so good. And the story sounds like it's going to be really amazing.
We should post a trailer on our brand new website.
That's right. Hey, Jason.
Yes.
Can you post the trailer to the website?
I guess I need to teach people how to do that too. But it's actually really quick. It's just WordPress. So
yeah, I figured.
But yes.
That image though, I want to see that lines. It's just like I'm like ooh, glittery or glistening or however you want to say it.
And everybody has logins for the site, by the way. Just saying. So,
Okay.
Mine is no.
Why don't tell your passport? Anyway. But yeah, we'll be posting that and a little byline. Cora, Yeah, y'all got to go in and like change all your titles and stuff. So anyway.
Fair enough.
All right, is it back to me?
Yeah, it's back
oh,
to you.
okay. Well, then I get to talk about something that I'm very excited for. A while ago, it was announced that Patty Jenkins would be taking on the reins of a Star Wars Rogue Squadron movie, and it was reported by me as woo. So,
What was that?
why am I not? I'm not dual making noises. The source material for Rogue Squadron is plentiful. I was first introduced to this series in novel form, several novels. We've had comic books, we have had video games. So, I'm just going to go ahead and say this right now. There is source material for Rogue Squadron. And Patty Jenkins recognizes this and said that she will be pulling a bulk of the material from the, as she said, novels, comics, video games, role-playing games, and more. The quote from her, the Michael Stackpole books, I love how she referred to the author. I love you, Patty. Books and video games and all of the Rogue Squadron books. There's an incredible history that's really important to honor. And yet it must be brought to a new age because we have to tell a new story with it. So you're trying to blend the best of everything and make the great fighter pilot movie, which I've always wanted to make as well. It's a big brew of things that you're trying to put together and still trying to keep a simple story. Patty, look, I honestly, at this point, I don't care where she pulls the info from. Just the fact that she is acknowledging the source material out there, saying that it's out there, and that we're going to use some stuff, but we're also going to make our own story, which I don't want a rehash of the books. I don't want a frame-for-frame reshot of all the comics. I want a new story. And I believe in Patty Jenkins in this case, especially her that beautiful video where she made where she spoke about her father who was a fighter pilot and how she wanted to make this. So I feel there's a passion there that is waiting to be unleashed, and I am waiting with bated breath for Star Wars Rogue Squadron, hitting theaters December 22nd, 2023. 23? I guess I'm drinking so much. I gotta live. I gotta live to watch this movie.
I'm sorry. Just the 23. 23?
Like, I read my notes. I wrote that. I so want this. And also, I'm fully confident Patty Jenkins can pull it off. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I did say I need to stop drinking, but I was going to...
I bring this for us to enjoy because I've got a whole cabinet from last year.
What? Of this?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because we were all locked down. Yeah, that was a thing.
I was learning how to bartend, just cause.
Oh, yeah, I would know.
Yeah.
Your wackadoo drinks that you were making. They were crazy drinks this
I
morning.
use egg whites in some of them.
I mean, that's pretty normal.
Yeah.
For
But not for Jason.
not for Jason maybe, but for cocktails.
Egg
yeah.
whites?
Yeah.
In a cocktail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it frothy.
What drink?
Several drinks.
Yeah. Like I made a whiskey sour with egg white yesterday, and it was frothy. It's really good.
I mean,
I'm an uncultured swine.
I may not drink them, but I know of them.
You know what? I should do like.
I do feel a bit of. Is this gonna? Or we're gonna do like the Stone Cold video where he was sampling all the drinks
Oh my god! Can we?
and saying what he disliked.
It's like Sex on the Beach. This is Sex on the Beach. Not my drink.
Didn't he like the Manhattan? He liked the Manhattan.
He liked one of them. There's one that's like, this is one of those drinks where it's all a bunch of sugary shit, and they throw an umbrella in there to make
There's
it
the
more.
one.
It was the S word. It wasn't the F word.
Anyway,
Okay.
you're next.
All right. Okay. I'm getting in my soapbox on this one, and I need. All right, I'm gonna do on a rant here. I've been holding this in for quite a bit because I want to do this proper justice. Okay, so as many of y'all know, and probably to Jason's dismay at this point, Lynn Moore is a big hero of mine. Like I look up to him. I appreciate everything he's done for the Latin community, for the community for people of color, and Broadway, and there's other things. So back when I was 19 and barely in college, he started writing a musical called In the Heights, which is right here. I don't know if y'all can see the book. There it is, right here, right next to my head. In the Heights. Was nominated for 13 Tonys and then won 4, including Best New Musical, which was a huge accomplishment for mid-20s playwright and star of the show. And then was trying to get a movie made, and at one point, unfortunately, the Weinstein Company had the rights to the film, but thank goodness when they had to file for bankruptcy and all that stuff, the rights reverted back to Lin-Manuel Miranda and Kira Hudes, who helped write the musical. Fast forward to about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and John M. Chu, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Kira Hudes, they all finally were able to make this film with Warner Brothers. It was supposed to come out last year, of course, pandemic hit, they had to delay it, and Lin was the one that's like, no, let's just get it out there, and he says in the book, like, I knew that was the right answer, but I didn't want it to be the right answer, and I get it, it was his baby, this is his first musical, it's about family, it's about our community, and it's great. The movie finally comes out earlier this month. It does great. It's gotten like high scores on Rotten Tomato, Metacritic, whatever, all these other things. And then there's a small group of people that pissed me off, and they're like, "Well, where's the Afro Latin like leads? Where's the darker Hispanics?" And I'm like, I will say this: some of their concerns are valid. I will give them that, but don't put it all on Lynn. Like, this isn't his fault. And it makes me so mad that everyone is going after him. I'm like, guys, he's not the casting director. He's involved in a bunch of other things, but he does not cast people. And you know what? Maybe the people that wanted to be in this film, you know what? Maybe they didn't try out. Maybe they didn't go to the auditions. Maybe, you know what? Maybe they weren't right for the leads. You know, it's not just, hey, we're just going to cast you because you're this color or because you're that. They're going to cast the right people for this film, and that's exactly what they did. So with those people, they're going after Lynn and John M. Chu and Kiara. You know what? Screw y'all, because honestly, this is a huge win for us, for the Latin community. This is a huge win because for once, we're not drug dealers, we're not gang members, we're not cartels, we're not every negative stereotype that Latin people usually are in the movies. It's a huge movie about family and coming together in our community, and Puerto Ricanos and Cubanos and Mexicanos and Puerto Ricans. Like, chill the F out, because this is huge for us. It's a huge win. There's no gang violence, there's no drug dealing or anything like that in this film, and this is huge for us. So quit your bitching, because this is the door opening for us, for better roles, for getting leads for Hispanic people, for getting leads for Hispanic people in Broadway. Chill. Take this as a win, and then let's grow from there. There's my little rant. Jason, you got any thoughts?
I mean, there's such thing about people hamstringing themselves. I believe that's the term. You know, just saying. It's a good rant. I'm just saying that people, you know, work against their own best interests sometimes, and it's kind of sad.
You're working against my own best interest?
No, not that. I'm talking about the critics.
The critics, okay, yeah.
They're working against their own best interests. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
They're hamstringing they're not hamstringing themselves. They're hamstringing other people with their... It's okay to have criticism, but there's sometimes, like you said, stop bitching. I'm just saying.
Take the win. Cora, you got any thoughts? Anything that you've seen or...
People are entitled to their own criticisms of media. It does not matter if it is negative or positive. They are allowed as people in that community to be upset that they are not there, since they were there in the original. And I can understand where they are coming from with that. I have not seen any hugely, like, on my feeds, I haven't seen any people like carrying pitchforks for people's heads or anything like that. But I have seen a disappointed tone. They've still enjoyed the movie. They're still supporting the movie, but they have had a disappointed tone that they were not represented in the film when they were originally represented on Broadway.
Fair. And you know what? Like, yeah. I don't know. I could go like on a whole like hour.
I like that we have differing opinions on it.
Yeah, and again, like I said, you know, they can feel that way. That's fine, but at the same time, don't go attacking like Lynn. Like it wasn't like he's not 100% charge of everything in that film.
No, but this is still his work, and he was still the director, so he is still in some ways responsible for it, since he was also in charge of some of the casting. To a point.
Not the director. John M. Chu was the director.
I thought he was the director.
No.
Oh, well.
No, John M. Chu was the director.
Okay.
Who directed Crazy Rich Asians.
That was my mistake. I was under the impression he was the director. However, like, tagging him in post, no, don't do that. Don't ever tag creators in posts like that. There's no need for that stuff. You can still be critical, and you can still mention him in your post as long as you don't tag him in it. And you can send letters to him talking about disappointment as long as they are well thought out and not just name calling. That is still completely fine. Like, to send that to the creators and to the people that were in charge of either the casting or something of that nature, because there is still a chance that the casting director was trying to keep it lighter skinned, to keep it more palpable for people like my skin color. And I won't even pretend that that's not what happened, because that happens in every film. Like, the fact that there are some actors and actresses who have gone on to get roles and they are much darker skinned surprises me only because of how the industry runs.
But if you guys have not watched In the Heights, it's still on HBO Max until July 11th. Check that out. I've seen it 18 times. I'm not even kidding. It's 4 in the theaters. And I'll probably watch it tonight again. So, Cora, what you got?
Alright, we are going to go to another legend, though this legend is a legend in the world of anime and animation. And that is Satoshi Kon. Satoshi Kon, to give just a little backstory, I put some of his most famous works right here. From left to right, you have Perfect Blue, Millennium Actress. You have a picture of himself, of the man himself. Tokyo Godfathers, Paranoia Agent, and his last film that was published, Paprika. His works are absolutely incredible. They are feats of just... I'm not sure how to describe these films and his work, because you literally have to watch them yourself to fully grasp it. They're films that they don't work as well if you were to make these live action. The reason they work so well is because he uses animation to its full potential to, say, in the terms of Paprika and Perfect Blue, warp reality so you don't know what's real and what's fake. So, and with Paranoia Agent as well. Like, he works it in a way that tells the story in the way he needs it to, which is fantastic. We love that. And I'm not the only one that has noticed this. The Cannes Film Festival in France will be showing a documentary of his work, or regarding the man himself, called Satoshi Kon l'Illusionniste. So, Satoshi Kon the Illusionist. There will be interviews with several creators from all over the world as they talk about and reminisce on the impact that Satoshi Kon has had on the industry itself. Because he has had a huge impact on the film industry and actually had his work stolen, but we won't get into that because they were American films and they won the lawsuit, I guess. Or he did not see a point in going after them in the lawsuit because it is Hollywood after all. I'm very bitter about that, sorry.
In all of the works that he did you name JoJo?
He only worked on the OVA.
Okay, but he was director, writer, and animator on that.
For one OVA in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, yes. That's one of the places he got his start in animation.
I'm just surprised. I mean, Paranoia Agent was instantly what I think of when I think of him. And apparently he worked on Pat Labor, but not a lot. He just did layouts for it. But I like Pat Labor, so I actually want some toys from Pat Labor. Anyway.
He started his career as a mangaka, actually. And one of his manga, I did not write it down because I'm a fool, is going to be turned into an anime as well, coming up soon. Now, this is obviously going to be more of a remembrance of him, because he did pass away at the age of 46 in 2010 due to pancreatic cancer.
Right.
Which is a little bit of a downer, so this is more of a remembrance of his greatness and his great work. Madhouse Studios, the place that he was working at before it was where he was working on his last film, The Dream Machine. They are still working on that film technically, but as of 2018, they still have not finished the film. I'm sure they're having a very hard time finishing it without Satoshi there himself, because his works are trippy. I have not watched anything from him that, like, was just a straightforward film, if that makes sense.
No. Perfect Blue.
Yeah, Perfect Blue. Which, if you've never seen a Satoshi Kon film, you have seen works that ripped off his ideas, and those are Black Swan and Inception. That's a whole other part of the story, but if you've seen those films, then you already know that you're going to like a Satoshi Kon film, and you might as well watch the movies they were inspired by. Please do that. Perfect Blue inspired Black Swan, and Inception was inspired by Paprika. Go watch them. You will like them. And you will actually have a much better trip on them because you really can't tell what's happening. It's great.
I guess it's a testament to the creator when his works live on long past they do.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So this is a good thing. This is
Yes.
a good thing.
I will say, I'm going to go ahead and put in a quick disclaimer right now, especially if you're going to watch Perfect Blue. There are scenes in that movie that can be very triggering, and I don't take that lightly. There are scenes of gratuitous violence. There are scenes of sexual assault. So keep that in mind before watching that film specifically. I cannot speak for Millennium Actress. I haven't been able to find it. Paranoia Agent is also one that's a trip. And Paprika as well.
Yeah. That was like what I got. I got an app, one of the apps, just to watch Paranoia Agent.
Yeah, how'd that go?
I mean, it was just as messed up as when I first watched it. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. But still good.
Yeah, his works do sit on the more mature side of anime, so just keep that in mind before you go into them. As happy-go-lucky as some of those images are, there are going to be darker and more serious themes explained in them and touched on very heavily. So just keep that in mind before you go in. Some of these are older films, so they do not have warning labels, technically, for what you're going to see. If you're worried about any of those films having something you're not comfortable seeing, there are spoiler-free reviews on the internet that exist for these films, so you kind of get a better idea of what you're going into. Paprika is pretty good, though. It didn't have a lot of heavy stuff, so.
Well, we're burning through stories quickly, and I actually found one that I'm going to go ahead and add in because it widened the eyes when I saw it. But I sent you the picture in our Facebook chat. I know it's going to... I can add it in the other way, too. But I'll need to do it.
Just send it to the folder.
Okay, I'll send it to the folder.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I'll get to that. But anyway, let me go ahead and get some Venom going here. Hang on 1 second.
Oh, here we go. Another.
Send it to the folder first before you go on your...
No, I need to talk about the Screw Up Company first.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll get to that when Rick's talking. So, needless to say, let me tell you about my plight here. Hello, world. My name is Jason the X, and I don't own a PS5 yet. And it's getting cold and lonely. I don't know how I can sit in this barren room without you. Shut up. Anyway, without the warmth of a PS5. Did you know that just for a few dollars collected and sent to me, that you can make sure that I own a PS5? Thank you. But how I don't want you to do it, I don't want you to have to pay for a membership to get your PS5. Why am I pissed? Because GameStop is doing exactly that. Now, PlayStations are coming. They've just been delayed due to this thing called a pandemic out here. However, if you go through GameStop, they have guaranteed you can get first crack at those PS5s coming in, so long as you're part of their Power Up Rewards program. Oh, anyway, let me. So, okay, it has been 8 months since the first release of a PS5, and yes, I still have yet to own one because there are a finite amount of them in the world. But GameStop emailed this promotion out to paid Power Up Rewards members, like they weren't going to go and snitch. because y'all are a crap company, announcing that they would get first dibs on buying PS5s and high-end graphics cards from its latest limited stock. Anyway. To show our appreciation, we're opening early online access for Pro members only to purchase a PS5 or PC graphics card today at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time on Gamestop.com. This won't guarantee you'll get one of those products. Quantities are extremely limited, but we wanted to help provide our best guests with a better opportunity. With a better opportunity to score one of these high demand items. GameStop has not responded to calls for comments or me yelling at them on. And you know what? They just hit me up for a pre-order today. You sons of bitches.
You know somebody that works at GameStop, right?
Who do we know that works at GameStop?
Autumn.
Autumn.
Let's not put names on.
No,
the
that's
show,
not
please.
like
Yeah, I'm not gonna say a
out.
last name.
Let's not out them. Anyway, GameStop. What the hell, man? It was already bad enough when y'all were offering the PS5s, but only as a bundle package where you had to buy games, controllers, which I need to buy anyway. But don't force me to do it. This is just further shenanigans that, man. By the way, that Pro membership is just a mere $20 a year, but it's the principle of it. You know what $20 a year for me is? $20 is an action figure, homie.
That's a new Darby Allin action figure
But
right there.
you should not have to pay for a membership before you get a PS5. I'm sorry. This is some crap. And, I'm going to make sure that I don't go to your store. You know, next time I'm thinking, I'm going to drop. You know what? Screw them. Screw them. And you're only making this worse on your employees, too. Jesus.
I mean, it's smart marketing. As much as we don't like it, it's like, oh, I have a chance. Oh, cool. They're going to sell subs. And that's the point in the end, is selling subs. It's getting that money. And, yeah, we don't like it. It's a BS move. But at the same time, it's a smart move. As much as we might not agree with it, people are going to go on there and say, hey, I'll give you $20 to get a crack shot at this instead of paying $700, $800 on a scalper.
Cora?
Sorry, I was moving papers around back here, so I turned my mic off. I'm in the camp of I also think it's BS. Like, I don't like. Yeah, it's $20 a year. That's whatever, especially compared to the cost of the PS5. But I don't like the principle of you have to have a subscription first. You have to subscribe to our company if you want a PS5. And yes, it is a good marketing technique, but it's not one that's going to hold up very well, because I guarantee you after those people get those PS5s, they're going to cancel their membership immediately after, or the minute they can. Which means that in the long run, GameStop's really not making that much money off of it. They're not making long-term money. They're making short-term money off of this endeavor, because I know nerds when it comes to subscriptions of that stuff. They will cancel their membership the moment they can do it. And if they have to pay an extra $10 as a cancellation fee or something, so be it. They'll do it.
Yeah, I refuse to get in bed with GameStop this low, like at all. Like,
Yeah.
as I told them, like I've had some bad experiences with GameStop, and I actually told them, look, I'll still come to your store. It's just not gonna be my first choice, and I'm not doing anything extra to get the product I want. If you are my last stop. When I'm looking for action figures or something, I didn't find it anywhere else, or if I know that's the only place I can go. So
I did pre-order the Loki headset thing that they have coming out from the Loki show, because it looked absolutely gorgeous.
I just got hit for the pre-order for the in-game Thor for Marvel Legends from GameStop because they had it available. So
Wait, Endgame from 2 years ago?
yeah. Well, they're doing this Infinity Saga thing with, it's basically all the figures we should have made, but we're going to make them in one long line. And there's an Ironmonger in there, a Captain Marvel in her Endgame suit with another Pepper Potts, which I have Pepper Potts over there. They're actually making a Happy Hogan figure, which Jon Favreau deserves an action figure.
Yeah, he
I'm
does.
just going to put that out there right now. I mean, I can't say it'll be my favorite thing I'm buying this year, but it's Favreau. He deserves his due.
Sorry, the cat just walked in.
Yeah, they do that. They've been walking in all show. But anyway, what have you got, man?
I I'm so excited about this one. So I'm gonna say 6 words here, and those that know these words are gonna get excited. Those that don't are gonna look real confused for a minute. Divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. We are now getting on tour 6, the musical. For those that don't know, 6 is about the 6 ex-wives of King Henry VIII. Yes. Took me there first. 8th? Yeah. Don't know my
Yeah,
kids.
Henry VIII.
Yeah, Henry VIII. So it's okay. So this was actually a Cambridge creation. There is a man by the name of Toby Marlowe who created this musical while studying at Cambridge University Art Society for the Edinburgh Festival Fringe back in 2016. He was selected to be part of this, and he created this with Lucy Worsley. And they kind of came up with this idea and got everything kind of together while they were studying for their finals. It premiered that year, and then the world premiere production of 6 took place at the Edinburgh Fringe in 2017, presented by Cambridge University Musical Theatre Society. They didn't win any major awards, but all the shows that they did sold out, and they got really good reviews, and were invited to the following year in bigger venues. Then in 2018, in December of 2017, it debuted professionally, and then it came to the West End in 2019. And then last year, it was supposed to come to Broadway, and they were doing off-Broadway previews, and then the day they were supposed to open, Broadway closed. Like, literally the day they were supposed, like, the cast was there, they were getting ready, and then they said, hey guys, we're shutting down for the year. Like, we were shutting down for now, I guess. At the time, they didn't know it was going to be a year plus. But, yeah, so that happened, and then they're opening up, they're going to start the U.S. Broadway in September 17th of this year, with the official opening October 3rd. September 17th is going to be the previews. And they announced yesterday, a couple days ago, that March 23rd to 29th through July 3rd of 2022, it will be on tour at the CIBC Theater Center out in Chicago, and then there's going to be more U.S. dates following that. So I'm very excited. The musical's not that long. If you listen to the West End recording, it's about 48 minutes, but it's a bopper of a musical. Like every single song is very, like, there's one that's very Nicki Minaj, one that's very Adele, one that's it's very different. And there's no male cast members in this. Oh, let me rephrase that. No, let me rephrase that. They really wanted this to be very inclusive, so it's the cast is primarily female or non-binary, and the story itself feature queer narratives in a space which normally didn't. So, yeah, for that, I'm excited. So, I'm excited for this movie. This musical to come out to not only finally open on Broadway because it's long deserved, but also it's going on tour, and I'm excited to see it when it comes to Dallas, hopefully. So, yeah.
Can I give you some thoughts on something from a guy that does not watch musicals and anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime that you divorce 6 women, you're in trouble.
Well, he divorced 2, killed 2, and 1 outlived him.
Oh, okay. See, the way this musical sounded to me is like 6 ex-wives team up to be the ultimate we gonna drag him squad, which I would rather see that musical. I'm just saying.
So,
but then I would have to go to a musical.
yeah, no, he killed 2, divorced 2, 1 outlived him.
Well, at least one. Anyway. All right, Cora, you got some time. Because I think you need it for this story that you're... How many times has this subject been brought up on this?
Okay, so
I would like a running count of how many times this property has been brought up on this show.
it's not even speaking in this. No.
Of 2 properties now. Go ahead.
So,
I'm sorry.
Again, it's no surprise for everyone. I love Prince of Tennis, and the Prince of Tennis 3D movie is going to be coming out soon. And we got a new trailer for it. I didn't pull it on purpose because I need y'all to go see it, because y'all need to see it with sound. Because it is previewing the In Film Rap Festival, where the main character, Ryoma, goes up against the tennis gang of Boo, Wolf, and Fu in a rap battle tennis match in Los Angeles.
Holy shit.
Wow.
I can't make any of this up, and it's so on brand for Prince of Tennis that I can't even be shocked by it. But I don't think the rap is that good. The rap is being written by the original manga creator, and I will say that it's not subtitled, so I don't know what they're saying, so I don't know if their flow, like in terms of like what they're saying is good, but their flow is kind of jank, and their movements do not match what they're saying. It does not feel anyway. It's just weird. It's so weird. The animation looks good, it's just weird. But we did get some more information in addition to that trailer, and that is that it will be hitting Japanese theaters on September 3rd of this year. We don't have a US release date yet. I would be surprised if we ever get one. I may have to wait for this to come out on DVD, and I'll do it. I'll do it. But we were also told that there are going to be 2 different versions shown in theaters across Japan.
Oh.
You will have the Decide version, which will focus on the Seigaku captain Tsuzuka, and Seigaku is the main team on in the show, and Rikai's team captain Yukimura. The Glory version will focus on Hyote, the main antagonist team, their captain Atsobe, and I'm going to destroy this team's name. I'm sorry. Shiten Hoji's captain Shiraishi. There's that whole team. Just I can't pronounce anything in there. But there's gonna be 2 different versions showing. That is gonna like do like the duel thing, all that stuff. The 2 different paths they can take, that whole thing, which is great. But I'm still not over a tennis rap battle in Los Angeles, and we're gonna look at that poster again real quick because it looks like we're having a like Tokyo Drift moment in the car. The guy that's sitting on the hood or on the windshield, it looks like, by the way, that's Ryoma's father. That is a father. That is a dad. It doesn't make this better.
Can we just appreciate how this is so ridiculous has reduced her?
To giggles, yeah.
Like, oh my God, look at that photo. Wow.
This isn't even the weirdest thing that Prince of Tennis has done.
She showed me the clip earlier of the rap battle thing, and it was interesting.
He's trying to process what he saw.
I couldn't tell from the angle it was at, but apparently the tennis rackets are blinged out.
Yeah, that's the other thing. The tennis rackets are gold. Like, they're gold, and like, I'm trying to think of the word for it, but like, you know those bracelets that have like the little diamond divots in them and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what the tennis racket is.
They're frosted.
Yeah, well, they don't have diamonds.
Oh, okay.
They do not have diamonds, but I consider them blinged out because they are solid gold tennis rackets. That's what the rapping tennis team has. It's gold tennis racket.
Yes, please go watch the trailer, which will soon be posted on supercoolnerdshow.com. Oh!
Alright, Jason, you have our last story of the
Well, actually, I was going to do this one, but I'll save that for alternate heads. What I will announce is San Diego Comic-Con is right around the corner. However, Comic-Con this year will still be a digital event. However, we will be getting some news stories from San Diego Comic-Con. And the first one, actually, I posted on supercoolnerdshow.com. And it is an announcement for a panel at the show. It will be a Warner Brothers Home Entertainment panel.
Oh.
Yes, they will be having the cast of, and the first movie is Batman The Long Halloween Part 2. If you haven't seen Part 1, you need to go see it. Now, also with these panels, I don't know how this is going to work this year, because usually you go to these panels at San Diego Comic-Con and you get to see the movie. So I don't know if releasing that in a format where it's ripe for pirating is the smartest idea. However, the panel will have the voice acting talents of Jensen Ackles, Katie Sackhoff, Julie Nathanson, who plays Gilda Dent, Troy Baker, who plays the Joker, and screenwriter Tim Sheridan will be participating as well. Tiffany Smith will be moderating this panel for Are You Petting the Cat? Yes. But that's Friday for the con. That will be, July 23rd. But Saturday, they'll be conducting another one for another home entertainment one. It'll be Mortal Kombat Legends Battle of the Realms. This is the sequel to Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge, the animated title that they ran. You will have Joel McHale, who plays the voice of Johnny Cage, Jordan Rodriguez, who plays Liu Kang, Dave B. Mitchell as Raiden, Kentaro and Sector, he's doing triple duty here. Screenwriter Jeremy Adams, producer Rick Morales, and Mortal Kombat creator Ed Boon will all be participating in this panel. And of course, we'll probably see some clips from the show. Please go over to supercoolnerdshow.com for more information on that panel. And I'm loving the anime. I love the animation actually in the other Mortal Kombat Legends. Yep. And so this is a good. I gotta get new chairs for everybody or something. They don't work so well. Plus, this one's like leaning and stuff. Anyway, yeah, we will be making a lot more announcements. You have to throw the cat down. I'm so sorry.
No, she's fine.
No, she's not.
No, she's
She's evil. But anyway, yeah, so there's going to be a lot of announcements for panels and such coming up. And, of course, exclusives from San Diego Comic-Con this year. Yep. I already got my eye on a G.I. Joe. Well, it's rumored it's going to be Zartan with a bunch of different heads. Zartan from G.I. Joe.
I was thinking of dudes in a car.
What did you say?
Zordon.
I mean, that's actually something I like, so I can't really complain too much. They need to make a Zordon figure, like not in his aquarium tank up there. Like,
No. Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Is there another Zordon? Because I don't think there's another Zordon.
No. Okay, so Zordon in his aquarium tank, and then it has an accessory where you can have like a broken tank and have like him in his little pajama suit thing from the first Power Rangers movie. I would pay for that.
Also, HBO Max just put that movie up there, by the way.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, I might have to go watch. I mean, yeah, that was a different movie. I'm gonna subject my children to it. So anyway, I think unless we have anything else we want to cover, we have 7 minutes of show left.
I have something.
Oh, really?
Sorry. No.
I think you need to go for a second. Anyway.
Okay, well then I have something. Hold on. So this is just a quick aside, or a quick note. So if who here has seen The Lighthouse? Like you saw it, Jason.
Oh yeah, Lighthouse.
Well, guess who got inspired by The Lighthouse?
Wow, what kind of inspiration could you get from The Lighthouse? But go right ahead.
Junji Ito.
Oh. Yeah, just pay no mind to that. I don't know what that is.
So Junji Ito loved the film so much. He loved its use of black and white to create the atmosphere, which of course, that's his main medium. So of course he would recognize that, and he appreciated it so much that he made basically a summary manga for The Lighthouse.
What? Oh.
Yes. The Lighthouse is premiering in Japan on July 9th, and this synopsis manga will be shared as well. I have one of the pages. They released 2 pages for this manga.
I'm waiting for the stream to catch up, so.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at Defoe. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. No, that is my favorite page because he captured Willem Dafoe's character so beautifully in this shot. Or like in this. And I'm just very excited. If they do sell this, I would like this manga. Because The Lighthouse is probably one of my top favorite horror films.
I think I need this.
To quote Junji Ito, so he mentioned that he loved how it created the atmosphere, and to quote him, I wanted to recreate the distorted interactions between the characters and the subtle expressions on each other's faces, and above all, the intense light and shadows that dominate the movie's screen. Which, already just from that page alone, he's done it.
This looks amazing.
And like this is something that I love with just artists in general when they kind of go outside. Like it's still within his realm of black and white, but it is definitely a stark contrast to his usual style. He doesn't usually put a lot of shading into his work. He usually focuses more on the texture, which you can kind of tell with his lines still on this page. But he's putting a lot more emphasis and focus on the shading and lighting since that was so important in the film. And it's really great to see that focus on this page. It's really good.
Yeah, I'm sold. I just don't know how I'm going to get this or if I'm going to be able to get this.
I don't know, but I will find a way to get this manga, and if I find it, I will grab a second copy for you.
I'd even take a digital version. I just want to see more of this. The two expressions of Defoe on those pages have sold me.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. Okay. The right person got inspired by this friggin' film.
And if you think about it, this is probably one of the biggest compliments that a horror creator can get is someone who is like highly regarded in the industry to be like, oh yeah, your work inspired me. Look what I made because of your work. Like, at least to me, maybe it's just because I idolize Junji Ito in the way that he creates, and I love how his mind works, and also he himself is a golden retriever puppy.
I think the only downside is this. It's going to be a synopsis, so it won't be full. But you know what? I'll take what I can get on this one.
I'll take it. And like, also with Junji Ito's work itself, there's something for everyone. He may have a story here that doesn't jive with you, but then he'll have a story over here completely takes you. Cause that's actually something a friend of mine had. He didn't really like Uzumaki very much. He thought it didn't hit him very well. But he read another story, which I'm blanking on which story it was that he read. There's so many. But he's like, this is more my thing. It's more Lovecraftian. It's more creepy. This is mine. This is the story that I liked. And even with Uzumaki, even if he didn't like it, he could appreciate the artwork that went into it. He just didn't like the story. But artwork and stuff, he loved it, and he likes body horror. So I'm like, just pick any more of his stories are good.
Yeah.
Well, Amigara Falls.
I'm gonna need more of that. Gonna need more of that. Well, anyway, I think that covers everything this week, guys. Make sure you keep it tuned on to supercoolnerdshow.com. Plenty of stories going to be coming out there. Go over to our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/SCNS Live. Links are available on that same website I just mentioned. We will be playing our third episode of our campaign, the Tirana. I'm sorry, what it's I forget. It's Cat's campaign, and it's very good. Please tune in. Twitch.tv/SCNS Live, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Announcements will be going out on social media and the website. And, of course, social media. Facebook.com/SCNS Live. Twitter @SCNS Live. Instagram @SCNS Live. Go follow us over on all those fronts. Like this video and, of course, subscribe to the channel. There's a lot to say. And if you want to follow me personally, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter @JasonEX. Rick?
You can follow me on Instagram under NerdyRick89, spelled NERDYRIC89. During the 365-day challenge, today was day 182, I believe it was. Post a picture of our website, because we are live. Also, if you are not doing anything for Black Widow, come out to Galaxy Theater at Grandscape in the Colony. Putting together some things with them. We got cosplayers coming out, we got vendors, we got a DJ, so we're gonna make it a big welcome back MCU party. So come out, get your tickets now, make sure you get them for the Sony Digital Theater. It's a little bit more, but guys, it's like a ride inside that theater. You don't want to miss it. So come out, and also for Space Jam on the July 17th, we're having a adoption going on. We're gonna have cats and dogs out there for adoption, so come give them forever homes with the Colony Shelter. So come out, adopt a cat or a dog, and enjoy Space Jam. So yeah.
Right. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter for all art-related things and Suikoden-related things, obviously, at Corodono Art on both Instagram and Twitter. If you want to follow me for things that are more related to Final Fantasy XIV, and in addition to figuring out when I am streaming Final Fantasy XIV related content, you can follow me on Twitter at chaotic_noodle. You can also technically follow me on Instagram at NYANFURRFF14. But I don't post on there much, so that's probably not a good place. To be fair.
All right. Well, guys, that was our show. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. And as we always say, keep on nerding. See you next Thursday. Or sooner. Sooner.